Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudnick. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Here we go. Hey, check that. Reload. Check, Bobcat. Check, Panther.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Henry running right. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Off the play fake, Vick. Buying time to his left. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown! Harold Carmichael. 67 yards. And the Bats march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They run it with a Hall of Famer, Eric Dickerson. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Now a first carry for their fullback. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Fitzpatrick. Flushed out right. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. The Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott picks it. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And partners, we know to be successful in this league, number 1, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number 2, you got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision. Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Check pass.
Throwing again, Vic on 2nd and 10. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
3rd and long for Vic. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Gano's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious.
Let's go. Go, stand.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. He's going to look deep for more. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there, as that one was knocked away.
Fourth down, Fitzpatrick.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Steeler legend Troy Polamalu with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
On play action, Vic. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Vic.
He's got a man. It's the tight end, Casper. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
In motion right here comes Johnson. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Vick to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. On 3rd down, Vick. Touchdown! From 13 yards out. And his guy's now at X.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your confidence. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw right away is Vick. He's got the Hall of Famer, Harold Carmichael. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down throw coming for Vick. That's caught out left side by Casper. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Vick to the air again. Open man is Andre Reed, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. Vick readies to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Harold Carmichael. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Come on. Hey!
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
2nd down and 12 at the 19-yard line. Here's Michael Vick. And it's caught. Touchdown. Harold Carmichael from 19 yards away. And the Bats are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. On 3rd down, Vick out of the gun. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Vick to throw on 4th down. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. It'll be Vick once more. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Boy, the coverage there, airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot at the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they could clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
A first down carry for Henry. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
On the jump.
Vic to throw it. That is caught by Carmichael. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And the slot man goes in motion left. They keep it with Barkley on first down. Evades him at the 20. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
Hold it ready. Hot 70. Smash. Hurt. Right there. Hurt. No.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw, Vic. And it's caught. Touchdown. Harold Carmichael with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bats will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Pulls it in at the 13. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. He'll get that to his tight end, Casper. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Vick now. And this one complete to Reed. Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up 2nd down. Vick goes play action. Looking deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They'll throw again. Here's Vick. He's got a man. Complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Vick. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
55 rushing yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again to Henry. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Vick on 3rd and 2. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Now Vick on 4th down. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the 6-time Pro Bowler Eric Allen. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football open and drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Inside give to Dickerson. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Dickerson trying the right side. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Going to give it up the middle. Here's Dickerson. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
4th down, Vic. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first down.
Vic loses the football. It's out. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
The throw on 2nd down from Vic, incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
And now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And on now is the punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. This will be caught by Harold Carmichael. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Throwing again on 2nd down. Vic. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now here's Vic. Got a man complete, Calvin Johnson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. The offense back out on the field here following the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st and 10, here's Vic. That is caught. It's Calvin Johnson. And touchdown! Calvin Johnson, 38 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. They do tack on the extra point as well, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Man open, Harold Carmichael complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Vic to throw. This is brought in by Casper. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Vic. That's caught by the Hall of Famer Casper. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's going the other way. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week in practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Back to Dickerson here on 2nd down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. They'll run with Patterson. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.